स्वागत है आपका आपके अपने YouTube चैनल द क्वीन ऑफ साइंस में। इन टुडेज दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस मैथमेटिक्स ऑफ योर क्लास 9th. Chapter number 15 is going on and name of this chapter is probability. Concept of all the given things already is given to you in the first video, that is an introduction video for the probability, and first 5 questions we were discussed previously in the previous video. Now today is the turn for question number 6. Question number 6 is what? Refer to table 14.7 chapter 14. Actually this is the chapter number 15 is running, but for this question want to use the table 14.7 from your previous chapter, means from the chapter number 14. The name of the chapter is statistics. Okay, so here I made that table for you. In this table the information is given. I want to tell you that here is the mathematics test and some students get some marks, and regarding that this table is prepared. This is the for marks and this is for number of students. What is the meaning of this table? This table shows that marks obtained from 0 to 20, there are 7 students. Marks obtained from 20 to 30, there are 10 students. Marks obtained from 30 to 40, there are 10 students. Marks obtained from 40 to 50, there are 20 students. 50 to 60, 20 students. 60 to 70, 15 students. 70 above got only 8 students, and there are total 90 students. Okay, now I want to tell you that upper limit never be counted. जैसे कि ये 0 to 20 लिखा है, तो 0 to 20 में कौन से स्टूडेंट्स काउंट होंगे? जिनके मार्क्स 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 से लेकर के कहाँ तक होंगे? 19 मार्क्स तक। 20 मार्क्स वाला स्टूडेंट इस वाले में काउंट नहीं होगा, वो इसमें काउंट होगा। जो अपर लिमिट होती है वो उस इंटरवल में काउंट नहीं होती है। ठीक है, सो नाउ कम टू द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट a student obtained less than 20% in the mathematics test, and find the probability that a student obtain marks 60 or above. ठीक है, so first of all we have to know what is the total outcome. Since there are total 90 students, that's why total outcome is 90. Okay, now for both the condition we have to calculate the favorable outcome, and then you can calculate the probability, because you know that the probability is equals to favorable outcome upon total outcome. So find the probability that a student obtain less than 20% marks in the mathematics. Less than 20 comes in the interval 0 to 20. This टेस्ट इज ऑफ द 100 मार्क्स. ओके, एंड 20% से कम मार्क्स पाने वाले जो स्टूडेंट्स होंगे वो कहाँ पे होंगे? 0 से 20 के बीच में. ठीक है, एंड हियर हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ दिस क्राइटेरिया? ओनली 7 स्टूडेंट्स. So number of students obtained less than 20% in the mathematics test is equals to 7. It means favorable outcome is 7 and probability for this event is favorable outcome 7 upon total outcome 90. So our answer is 7 upon 90. First is done. Now the second, find the probability that a student obtain marks 60 or above. Okay, 60 or above. This is the criteria. From 60 to 70 there are 15 students. It means all these students get 60 और above. 60 से 70 में वो सारे स्टूडेंट्स होंगे जिनके मार्क्स 60, 61, 62 एंड सो ऑन होंगे, ठीक है। एंड 70 अबव, ये भी 60 अबव वाला होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मार्क्स 60 और अबव वालों की बात की उसने, तो ये वाला भी इसमें काउंट हो जाएगा। 60 to 70 15 ये, और 70 अबव 8 ये, ठीक है। आप ये मत सोचिएगा कि 70 अबव भी क्यों ले लिया, यहाँ पे कह रहा है कि 60 और अबव, मतलब जिनके मार्क्स 60 या उससे ज़्यादा हैं, तो जो 70 वाले हैं वो 60 से ज़्यादा ही होंगे, ठीक है। सो देयर आर two criteria, 15 and 8, means 15 plus 8. Number of students obtain marks 60 or above is equals to 15 plus 8 is equals to what? 23. So here favorable outcome is 23, and now the probability for this event is equals to 23 upon 90. This is our final solution of question number 6. Now come to the next question. Here next question is given, question number 7. Question number 7 you have to do, this is for your practice because this is a very easy question, but I want to read this question. To know the opinion of the students about the subject statistics, a survey of 200 students was conducted. The data is recorded in the following table. Find the probability that a student chosen at random likes statistics, does not like it. For the like there are 135 students, 135, and for dislike means does not like there are 65 students. So for like favorable is 135 and for dislike favorable is 65, and total outcome is here 200. You can calculate this question very easily. Okay, now come to the question number 8. In question number 8, question is saying what? Refer to question 2 exercise 14.2. What is the empirical probability that an engineer lives first less than 7 km from her place of work, more than or equal to 7 km from her place of work, within 1.5 means half kilometer from her place of work? So this question is also related to the previous chapter and in previous chapter when you go to the page number 445 in your NCERT textbook in exercise 14.2, there is an question regarding to this. In that question the information is given that the distance of 40 engineers from their residence to their place of work were found as follows. मैं आपको ये जो डेटा है क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 का ये अभी आगे थोड़ी देर में प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा, आप वहाँ पे इस डेटा को देख लेंगे, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे जब उसने कहा कि लेस देन 7 किलोमीटर, जितना भी डेटा दिया है उसमें हम देखेंगे कि कितने सारे ऐसे नंबर्स हैं जो लेस देन 7 हैं, तो वो लेस देन 7 के लिए वर्क करेगा। और फिर दूसरे में कह रहा है कि मोर देन और इक्वल्स टू 7 किलोमीटर फ्रॉम हर प्लेस ऑफ वर्क, तो टोटल यहाँ पे 40 इंजीनियर्स हैं, कुछ तो लेस देन 7 के हो गए और जो बाकी बचेंगे वो सारे क्या हो जाएंगे, मोर देन और इक्वल्स टू 7 के लिए हो जाएंगे, ठीक है। और फिर विद इन हाफ किलोमीटर फ्रॉम हर प्लेस ऑफ वर्क, जब आप डेटा देखेंगे अभी तो आप देखेंगे कि विद इन हाफ किलोमीटर कोई नहीं है, तो उसके लिए आपका 0 हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो मैं अब आपको यहाँ पे इसकी टेबल प्रोवाइड कर दे रहा हूँ, आप एक बार पहले इस टेबल को देख लीजिए, उसके बाद फिर हम लोग इसके सॉल्यूशन की बात करते हैं। ओके, नाउ सी द टेबल। तो इस क्वेश्चन में क्वेश्चन इज सेइंग दैट द डिस्टेंस ऑफ 40 इंजीनियर्स फ्रॉम देयर रेजिडेंस टू देयर प्लेस ऑफ वर्क वर फाउंड एज फॉलोज। ओके, डिफरेंट डिस्टेंसेस आपको दी गई हैं एंड लेस देन 7 किलोमीटर देयर आर ओवरऑल 9 डिस्टेंसेस, 5 kilometer, 3 kilometer in the first row, then in the second row 2 kilometer, then in the third row 3 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 3 kilometer, then in the fourth row 2 kilometer, 6 kilometer, 6 kilometer, overall 9 engineers are there, they live at the distance of less than 7 kilometer, and remaining other engineers live the distance 7 kilometer or more than 7 kilometer. This part is means 9 9 means ki 9 is for less than 7 and remaining for equals to or more than 7 means 31. 40 minus 9 is equals to 31 for equals to or more than 7, and there is no engineer who live at the place of half kilometer, at the distance of half kilometer. So for the third data is 0. Okay, now come to the from the table you will observe that there are total 40 engineers. It means our total outcome is what? 40. Okay, since there are total 40 engineers, so our total outcome is 40. And first thing, number of engineers lives less than 7 kilometer from her place of work. वो सारे इंजीनियर्स जो 7 किलोमीटर से कम के रेंज में रह रहे हैं वो कितने हैं? 9. So our favorable outcome is 9. So the probability for this event is favorable upon total means 9 upon में 40. Okay. Now अब टोटल 40 स्टूडेंट्स थे, 7 किलोमीटर से लेस पे 9 वर्कर्स, मतलब बाकी जो हैं वो 7 या मोर देन 7 किलोमीटर पे हैं. नंबर ऑफ इंजीनियर्स लिव्स मोर देन और इक्वल टू 7 किलोमीटर फ्रॉम हर प्लेस ऑफ वर्क. टोटल 40 थे, उसमें से हमने 9 माइनस कर दिया, जो लेस देन 7 पे थे तो कितने हो गए? 31. सो हियर फेवरेबल आउटकम इज 31 एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी फॉर दिस इवेंट इज व्हाट? फेवरेबल अपॉन टोटल मीन्स 31 अपॉन 40. क्लियर? And the last question here, number of engineers lives within half kilometer from her place of work. तो डेटा में आपने ये ऑब्जर्व किया, ये देखा कि एक भी इंजीनियर ऐसा नहीं है जो हाफ किलोमीटर के अंदर रहता हो. तो दैट्स वाई हियर नंबर ऑफ इंजीनियर्स इज 0, फेवरेबल आउटकम इज 0, probability for this event is 0 upon 40 and your final answer is 0. ओके, ऐसे कोई भी चीज़ की probability जिसका आंसर 0 आता है, probability 0 आती है, that type of event is known as impossible event. Okay, now for question number 9 and 10, these two questions are activities. You have to perform these activities. Read this question from your book and perform this activity. This is very easy activities for you. Okay, come to the question number 11. Question number 11 is what here? 11 bags of wheat flour, each marked 5 kg, actually contain the following weights of flour in kg: 4.97 kg, 5.05 kg, 5.08 kg, 5.03, 5.00, 5.06, 5.08, 4.98, 5.04, 5.07, then 5.00. Okay, find the probability that any of these bags chosen at random contains more than 5 kg of flour. Clear? So here we look what? There are total 11 bags, means total outcome is 11. And now we have to find the favorable outcome for the question. What is the question? Probability that any of these bags chosen at random contain more than 5 kg of flour. How many bags have more than 5 kg? This one 505, 508, 503, 5.06, 5.08, 5.04, 5.07. How many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. Okay. So number of bags contain more than 5 kg of flour is equals to 7. It means our favorable outcome is 7. If our favorable outcome is 7, then probability for this event is equals to favorable outcome upon total outcome. 7 upon 11 is our final answer. Clear? Now come to the next one. Question number 12. In question 5 exercise 14.2, again we have to see for the chapter number 14. Okay, this question. Now complete this question. You were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in part per million of a certain city for 30 days. Using this table, find the probability of the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval 0.12 to 0.16 on any of these days. So for this question, we must have to do what? We have to see the question number 5 of exercise 14.2 and collect the data for what? How many days the sulfur dye concentration is in interval in 0.12 and 0.16 will be. That will be our favorable outcome, and because this thing is done for 30 days, that's why our total outcome is 30. So come to question number 5 exercise 14.2. I will give you this question in continuation. Okay, this question is saying that a study was conducted to find out the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air in part per millions of a certain city. The data obtained for 30 days is as follows. Okay, this is the data that you are looking for. We have to find only those days when the concentration is in between 0.12 to 0.16. Means we have to look for only 0.12, 0.13, 0.14 and 0.15, because upper limit is not included, means 0.16 is not included. So here only 2 days are there when the concentration is 0.12 and 0.13, not any other day. So in between 0.12 to 0.16, overall there 2 days. So our favorable outcome is 2 days. Now come to the solution of the question. Okay, so from the question we observe what? There are total 30 days. It means our total outcome is 30. No doubt is there. Okay, and next thing is what? For the interval 0.12 to 0.16, 0.12 to 0.16 means we have to look for 0.12, 0.13, 0.14, 0.15, not 0.16, because 0.16 is the upper limit and upper limit never be counted. Okay, and in the given information only two concentration will appear. What one? 0.12 and 0.13, means number of days the concentration of sulfur dioxide in the interval this one is equals to 2. Only 2 days this type of concentration were occurs. So our favorable outcome is 2 and probability for this event is equals to favorable outcome 2 and upon total outcome is 30. So our final answer is 1 upon 15. This is the solution of your question number 12. Now the last question of this exercise. In question 1 exercise 14.2, अगेन हम लोग को एक्सरसाइज 14.2 से क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 वॉच करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. You were asked to prepare a frequency distribution table regarding the blood group of 30 students of a class. ब्लड ग्रुप ऑफ 30 स्टूडेंट्स कह के उसने आपको टोटल आउटकम दे दिया. टोटल स्टूडेंट्स कितने हैं? 30. सो टोटल आउटकम इज 30. यूज दिस टेबल टू डिटरमाइन द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ दिस क्लास सिलेक्टेड एट रैंडम हैज़ ब्लड ग्रुप AB. तो इस क्वेश्चन की जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसका मैं एक पिक अभी क्वेश्चन की पिक को अभी आगे अटैच कर दूंगा, वो आप देख लीजिए. और वहाँ से आपको कंसंट्रेट किस पे करना है कि हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर हुज ब्लड ग्रुप इज AB, क्योंकि आपको ब्लड ग्रुप AB के लिए प्रोबेबिलिटी कैलकुलेट करनी है. सो फेवरेबल आउटकम इज व्हाट? नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हैज़ ब्लड ग्रुप AB. कितने बच्चों का ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप है ये देखिएगा, फेवरेबल आउटकम आपको पता चल जाएगा, और टोटल आउटकम कितना है 30, यू कैन कैलकुलेट द फाइनल आंसर. ओके, so you have to do this question. I am just going to attach the pic of question number 1 exercise 14.2 with this video. Okay, so here you can see that in the given this question, how many persons of the blood group AB. In the first row there is any one person, and in the second row only two persons, means overall 3 persons are there for the blood group AB, means favorable outcome is your 3. Okay, now you can solve this question.